In today's video, I am going to be doing the glitch effect on Knuckles from the movie Sonic. I loved it. I thought it was dope. I love his character, so I'm going to be using the Prismacolor pencils. You notice later I will also use a marker. I am doing my first outline using the Prisma black pencil. As I was doing it, I'm realizing it wasn't as dark as I needed it to, the outline to be. So I eventually decided that I was going to be using the marker, wanting a more rich effect that will be visible once I put in the other colors, the red, the white, the blue. Now, the person that I watched to teach me how to do this is Anderson Blue from YouTube. I watched his shorts and it was super helpful. Something I've been deciding to do for a minute now. I really want to do, I love creating and drawing like cartoon characters from movies, maybe even from like games. And so I had this as a thought in my head for a minute. I decided to do it. I did it at my mother's house. So you see that famous brown table that stays at my mother's house. So when I go visit her while we're watching TV, I am able to create. One, it's relaxing for me. I love creating cartoon characters. It becomes some of a challenge because I don't know how to draw all cartoon characters, but I do, focus on the ones that I do like. And so it becomes, fun to start that process and see where you end up at. But anyway, this effect, the glitch effect, has been something I've been seeing a lot on YouTube. And I want to bring a different flow to my art. So some challenges I will try to do and achieve and, show the results. So like I said, I switched to this marker. The Sharpie, it allows it to stand out. Usually when I'm drawing, I'm using a pencil. And I start off with a lighter pencil so that it's easier for me to erase the lines. And usually I would go to a bolder pencil. And that way you'll see what the actual image looks like. So because of the glitch effect, I felt like this marker would be better. Now this kneaded eraser, you can knead it. It allows you to pick up other lines that you don't want to use or see in your drawing. It's hard to maneuver. Also, it's been in my art bag, and it has pencil sharpening and everything else attached to it. But it's okay. It's okay. But it is hard to maneuver. But I heard a lot of artists use it, and it's a really good eraser. My husband uses it, and he's really good at doing a lot of detail just using pencil. Excited that this would work for me. We've all been waiting for the process. I'm going to now outline Knuckles try to split him in half. And I'm going to do red on the outside, my red Prismacolor pencil. And then I am going to do the color blue on the inside. I'm going to speed this process up for you because it took me some time to kind of understand the process. So I'm, outlining part of his face. Then I just decided I'm just going to go switch to the blue color for me to remind myself that the outside of Knuckles should be blue on the other side of his body. So, this process worked for me, reminded me about what I should be doing, and so not to mix these things up. I cannot tell you that I followed that whole process throughout, but it was in the back of my mind, and there you have that. I do love this color blue from Prisma. I will not hold you. I love the Prisma markers. Now, I have some Crayola markers, so I'm going to try those out for another effect, another art effect. So I'm trying to figure out what that's going to be. I also did the drip effect on what is supposed to be the ghost from Pac-Man. But we'll talk about that a little later. But I'm going to post that video sometime this week. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. But I do love drawing cartoon characters or movie characters. But cartoon characters more so than human people. And then I started to color it in, and I'm like, bro, Rosette, you're not supposed to color in the image. You just want to trace the outline and then the inside of the character that you're drawing. So I am basically going back and forth using the method of outlining and then also taking the different color pencils and doing that same process on the inside. had to repeat this process because I decided not to do the whole side and then the other whole side with the opposite color. But you know what? Do whatever works for you. This works for me. You know, I made sure I tried to stop in the middle of his body. So, I mean, I kind of got that. The process, at least. You'll get the concept. It's working. It's working itself out. I love how I drew the boots. Or I think he has some boots. Yes, not sneakers. Oh, could have been sneakers. But I just love them. I love how they came out. I thought it was rather cute. I thought Knuckles was pretty cool. It was very interesting. But, okay, so we can talk about the movie. I love the movie. I watched Sonic a few times. My nephew used to play the game on one of his consoles. And this is where the magic happened. I am now doing my lines, drawing my lines, going to the opposite direction on one side. And then on the inside, I drew my lines going in the opposite direction. The two separate colors are going in two different directions. Now, I wasn't sure about how the towel was supposed to look, but you know what? It's okay. It is okay. When you're trying something, you're trying it. You might like it, you might not, but it's okay. Okay? I wasn't sure what was supposed to happen on the inside. I think this way it got a little fuzzy over here. So the inside of the knuckle, yeah. But I basically repeated this process throughout the body of the character. I tried to have blue going in the opposite direction and then red going in the opposite direction. Now, like I said, I just love this color blue. And I just keep repeating this process, trying to make sure that the lines weren't even because that's what gives it the glitch effect. So some of them were kind of still close in size, so I kind of reworked that over again. I tried to use the white pencil. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. You really couldn't see. I guess it's supposed to look like a smear or something like that. So the white pencil didn't work. So I stopped. I just continued to go over my lines to get this glitch effect. I made the colors a lot richer, so now you can see the pencil, the red and the blue look more vibrant. I have decided now to use my white paint marker, acrylic paint marker, to help me create the glitch effect, to give it this blurry effect. And it was definitely working. My only concern was that the marker, because it has like a little spongy, I guess, piece, it was picking up some of the crayon and then, the Prismacolor pencil, so that the paint marker didn't remain white, you know. And so as I'm going into, you see the color, it was bothering me. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I decided then to go back in with the crayon to put those lines in to give me like more of a blurred effect. And the crayon actually worked lovely. You know, if the crayon started to pick up the other color, I kind of just sharpen it to get back to that white crayon, right? So that I can continue to go and do this process over and over again. But you know what? It's come together. I don't think I obviously followed the directions in full, but I know they mentioned to use two separate colors and the color shouldn't be close in color, right? So it's doing the do. It's giving me glitch. Go ahead, Knuckles. Yes, Knuckles, yes. I've sped this up for your viewing pleasures. Now, I know it's type of weird, like this whole eye thing that it got going on. But believe me, I'm going to go in with the eye. The image that I was using, I didn't really, I guess, see the eye as well as I would have liked to. So it's okay. It's cool. I decided to kind of freestyle the freestyle. If you're liking this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share the video. And shout out to all my subscribers. I'm blessed, thanking God that you like what it is that I do in all my different artistic zones. I appreciate you. Don't forget to check out my video where I drew Natari, okay? Stay tuned for some more characters.